We are live. I got my coffee. Uh, I'm ready to get started. Today's going to be a little shorter, guys. The painters were supposed to finish, and of course, they got to come back today and finish up. Um, I'm okay with that. I really like the colors that we chose for the cabinets. I did not go with white. I went with an antique white and I don't know what you call it, aqua green, seafoam green, teal green. She's into these, as you can see on the bedspread, it's kind of that tealish, bluish green, which is fine. I have no problems with that. I think it's going to look great. I am going to antique wax them, um, which will take some time, but they need to set. I can feel that the paint is not hard. So it's gonna take a probably a month for the paint to harden to be able to wax them. I'm not gonna wax them right away. Uh, so I titled this PPC and tips and tricks, and I'm learning a lot. Amazon has updated a whole lot of stuff, and if you don't stay on top of this stuff, guys, there's it is crazy. But I found you can't open a case with Amazon. It is almost impossible to find out how to open a case. I have found 4 different listings that need to be merged into one because they're all the same product, and it's almost impossible to do it. So I hired an agency to help me with that. So that freed up a lot of time for me, hiring that listing agency and how they are taking care of problems like that for me, and they're adjusting my listings, and we're updating some images, and then there's the A+ content for brand owners and blah blah blah. They're handling that. Right now their focus is on eBay and building eBay for me while I clean up Amazon. But now I've had a lot of time. Well, not a lot of time. I worked on it yesterday. Call a spade a spade. While they were painting, I was in here digging into the paperclip. What I found is it's easy. Whatever happened with your Amazon and GameStop stocks? I did not have stocks, Richard. I had options. I had put options, and I'm still sitting on them. No, that's fine. Go somewhere else. There's other channels that have stocks. I'm not talking about stocks. The title of the show is Pay Per Click. I still have them, and they're doing horrible, but that's okay. So here's where I'm at. If you have Pay Per Click, you got to look at it because there's 4 targeting areas, and it's not very easy to find the targeting areas. In fact, I can't even walk you through without opening up my Amazon in another screen that you can't see, and I'm not going to show you. So, but you have to go into a campaign. You go into a campaign, into an ad group, and on the left-hand side, it says targeting. And the 4 types are close match, loose match, substitutes, and complements. Now, here's what I've learned. And I've watched a few videos on this, and I talked to some of the people in the Millionaires group. You basically need to turn off 3 of the 4. You need to turn off 3 of the 4 so that you can focus on you focus down into one type. For me right now, I'm doing close match, which is keyword. When they search in the search, I want it to be a close match to my product. Because I turned off the other three, I can focus my ACOS and my bid to a close match. I can also focus my negative keywords to a close match. I'm also going to be able to have a higher bid because it's only close match. So you almost need to run 4 different campaigns. You almost have to order 4 different campaigns. You almost have to have 4 different pay-per-click campaigns, one for each target, so that you can adjust the bid to find the sweet spot for that particular target. Now, I have over 500 listings. Some of those listings are parent listings that have variations in them. I have a total of 1,500 products. It's a lot of work to do that on every one of those products. It's Bye, Richard. Richard just went in the timeout. I don't know if he wants to be a jokester or what, but I'm just not in the mood this morning. The reality of it is you have to spend a lot of time learning this PPC stuff now, guys. It's not like when I started where you threw it up, you added some negative keywords, you adjusted your bid, and you were done. There are so many tweaks that you can make on this stuff now that you almost need to be an expert in it. For me, I'm looking to put together a KISS system. I will always use automatic campaigns as long as that's the way I can go. It's you got to twist, you got to like really adjust the knobs to get your pay-per-click really targeted. What I am learning about pay-per-click, especially with variation listings, is you need to target one. Target your best selling one for your advertising and let them see the other variations when they come in, which means your listing needs to be good, which means your swatch images need to be updated, which means you need to put all this together as a package. It's no longer just, throw a product up there, throw some pay-per-click at it, and it starts selling. Man, there's A+ content, there's vendor advertising, there's brand advertising, there's this type of advertising. There are so many different types of advertising. I'm really focused on building a brand. I really am. I'm really looking to make this where people come back and buy my products over and over again, just like Coca-Cola. I don't sell a drink. I don't sell a beverage, but the brand loyalty of buying it over and over again. And my products, some of my products are consumable. So I do want repetitive, repeat buyers. Some of the things I learned about pay-per-click is you can target ASINs now. You can make ASINs negative, which you couldn't do for a very long time. So I'm going back and adjusting all my negative ASINs. You can make a lot of adjustments in your pay-per-click, which means you need to spend some time understanding. Where did I start? Here's where I started, guys. I went into Seller University. Where is Seller University? For anybody that's going to ask me, Seller University, you go into your Seller Central, and this is where I start. This is where I get the most of my information. It is under performance. It's the last link under performance. It's Seller University. And what I do is I go in there and I watch their videos. Once I have a basic idea of what Amazon's saying, I go to YouTube and I start searching in YouTube for what others are doing. I don't take anybody's word for what they're doing. What I'm looking for is the one or two ideas that they all say works for them. That's what I'm looking for. The one or two ideas that works for everybody. You have to listen. Laura said that you need to think to see Amazon going forward. You need to think of it as a brand registry. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my brand recognizable. I want to build a website, and then I want the people to leave Amazon and buy it on my website so that I have more control of advertising directly to my customers through free sources such as social media, email, and things like that. And I don't have to pay the crazy fees that are on Amazon. Will this happen overnight? No. Will it happen in my lifetime? I don't know. I don't know. What I know is I can build an income up to a point on Amazon that I'm comfortable that I can start working on taking it away from being so much of Amazon, which is what I'm doing. I didn't know that you could target a single ASIN with a single product. There's targeting campaigns now. There's exact match keyword campaigns. There's so many different campaigns that you can create now. And if you own a brand, there's even more that you can do because you're a brand owner. But like what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't know about all this stuff yet. You need to take advantage of it when you can. I have to watch the time because the painters are going to be here about 7:30, and I need to be ready for them because I really want them out of my house today. Not that I don't trust them. It's that I need to be here in case they need something or need help with something. So what I found is a lot of the bigger brands that have a variation listing, they advertise their top 2 or 3 selling products. That's what you always see their ad for. You don't see it for the lower sellers. I think the lower sellers are a fall off. Like when you go to the listing, you see the other variations. For example, I sell a product, white is my #1 selling. All right. And that's because you're right on it. So white is going to be the best seller. The purple doesn't sell anywhere near as fast as the white. So I don't really need to advertise the purple. What I need is for people to see the white, realize that it's the product that they want. They click on that and they find the purple. It is such a big ordeal to go in and do all this targeting work because you really are getting down into very minute detail. And you don't think it doesn't pay off. It does not pay off in dollars and cents versus time. So for the hour I work on one particular item, I don't make enough to pay for my time. Short term. In the long game, in the long term, it really pays off. This is more of a Gary V mentality. You have to think 2 years from now. What I'm doing now, all right. Richard's gone. I don't out anybody's products, and if you know what my products are, I don't expect you to out my products. And I'm telling you right now, this is my channel. I will block you. So Richard's done his homework. He's researched me. He knows that I sell products that are out there for the market that I'm in. Anyway, if you really work hard at it, what you do now will pay off a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now by brand recognition. It's not easy, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's not easy. I have a new brand that I'm building, and because I'm on YouTube, people go in and find me on Amazon, and they try to copy everything I do, and they can't always get to the product. They can't always. First of all, you have to know where to find the product. You have to be able to list in that section. A lot of people can't list in the sections. You then have to be able to buy the product. And with my suppliers, I'm pretty protected. Am I the only one that sells for these brands? No, I'm not. There's no way I could. These are $300 million to $950 million annual revenue companies. There's no way I could even come close to that for them. Some of these companies have 1,000 people on their payroll or more. So you have to find how advertising works for you. If you sell M&Ms, you may have to advertise a little different than if you sell I'm trying to think of something. Than if you sell markers. First of all, M&Ms you can't sell in the summertime because they melt. I know they melt in your mouth, not in your hands. That's bullshit. Put them in a hot warehouse, they melt right in the package to a glob. So it's a meltable. So you have to advertise that different because you have to think about your seasonality. If you sell pool supplies, are you going to advertise at Christmas time? I know that we have pools in the area here, but at Christmas time, ain't nobody at the pools. Although it's 75 and, some of the crazy northerners from Green Bay or somewhere come down here and think 75 is like summer. 75 to us is very cold. We're used to it being over 100. So you have to think about seasonality. You also have to start looking at what complements your product, or what does your product complement. If you sell wooden spoons, okay, maybe arts and crafts, chocolate in arts and crafts is something you want to target, because I know they dip the spoons in the plastic spoons in the chocolate and with the sprinkles, and they use it in hot chocolate for stirring hot chocolate. So you may need to think about those kind of things. You need to think about social media. I want to advertise on social media. This stuff takes a long time, guys. If you're building a brand, it takes a very long time. So what I know is that it works. I talked about this number the other day. I don't know if I still have it open. Yeah, I have it open. I have spent, and you have to understand that what I'm telling you is not from watching YouTube videos or any of that stuff. It's from practical in the trench experience. I have spent $471,966.33 in Amazon pay-per-click. I've generated $2.7 million in sales, and I've had over 367 million clicks, impressions. This is where my experience will help you. This isn't me telling you, this is what I've seen on YouTube and it works. This is from years of me actually getting in there and doing the work. $471,000 worth of education that I've paid for and experience. If you don't think it's helpful, try and do it now. It's not as easy, especially if you don't have a basic understanding of how Amazon's pay-per-click system works, how to work with Excel files in Amazon, how to do a lot of stuff. Guys, I got about 5 minutes till the painters are supposed to be here. I know these shows have gotten short the last couple of days. We will be back tomorrow, full swing, 30 minutes. I did make a commitment to be here every day, so I am here. I just need to make it a little shorter because I have to let the painters in to finish up the house. Remember, God loves you. Lord knows I'm trying. Listen, somebody told me I need to tell you to give me a thumbs up. It helps my YouTube algorithm, and not a whole lot of people have been doing that. I'm okay with that, guys. I'm here to help the people I can. If I helped you, hey, drop me a comment. Otherwise, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit